I will try to be the short version of the thank you very much speech, because I know I stand between all of you and either the end of the game or your families. But I wanted to thank everyone for joining us tonight. On behalf of the entire Deming Board Advisory Group, it is a great pleasure to be part of this organization. For the last 3 years, I have learned a ton and I've been able to connect my company to great ideas and to get to know students and to get to participate in the Columbia community. But one of the things I think make the Deming Center really unique is the really progressive collaboration between academics and business. As a student at Columbia Business School, this is one of the reasons I really value my education the most. And I think the Deming Center really embodies this by helping companies connect with academics and academics connecting with companies. And it's really a unique value proposition. And as we think about the honorees tonight, there are so many Deming quotes that come to mind. Certainly the one that Indra mentioned earlier with regards to really having the opportunity to work with pride. But I also think the other Deming quote that really comes to mind, at least for me, listening to the 3 honorees tonight, is that it is not necessary to change because survival is not mandatory. We heard from 3 different companies going through major transformations in their own evolution. And these were 3 leaders who chose to see a different opportunity, who chose to embrace change that many thought was not possible. First, as we talk about David Cote at Honeywell, a really purpose-driven leader who had the guts to take an organization and bring them together, to set a new culture, to really bring customer-driven innovation to turn around a company and deliver great value for all of its shareholders. We heard from Indra Nooyi at PepsiCo, who again was someone who led with integrity on purpose-driven performance that showed that those are not 2 things you have to choose between, but something that you can lead and for 10 years straight win an award for ethics and for really driving performance and a culture at a company that really matters. And I look at the transformation, Paul, that you did, and this is very personal. I remember joining the board 3 years ago, and to be perfectly honest, being quite nervous coming to my first board meeting and how I was going to fit in. And there's a lot of people in the room, but the light in the room, I was like, oh my God, that's Paul O'Neill. And that's the secretary. I thought he'd never talk to me. And he asked me, and if you remember, to sit next to you, and you asked me genuine questions about me, about my family, about what my company does. And that's the purpose-driven leadership. That's the Deming, about doing what you do with pride, making everyone feel, from the most new member who'd been their first meeting, feeling like what I did was going to matter and my contribution would count. And I think that's essentially what Deming is saying, is helping us do that for each of our organizations. So I want to thank you all for joining tonight and really honoring our honorees, but also contributing to what is the Deming Center Cup and the awardees we've had for many years. I want to thank the advisory board for their role in helping provide the sponsorship for tonight's event. Certainly for our judging committee, but also really to you, Nelson. You have been the energy and the passion behind this group for so long, and your driving force and your energy and your optimism and your ability to bring really brand new ideas to the team makes it really special. So I want to thank everyone for joining, and thank you, Nelson.